Let's see. All right. Hello, all. Hope you're all having a good day today. Would have streamed this last night, but a couple of storms came through, and that didn't really make for a very effective schedule. Did a little bit off stream, but I'll explain that as we get into it. So let's go ahead and get back to Breath of Fire 3. So, so first thing to note, went ahead and changed Ray's apprenticeship over to Bunyan. Honestly, his int and AP aren't going to grow super big anyway. And the other thing is that I went ahead and idly looped around in the Ural region getting fights done. And that's what helped push the fairy community into its current state. Despite how it looks, this is the final phase of clearing out the environment and building. This has bugged me for over a decade. Like I wanted like all of this to be like finished off, and this to be like properly like cut off or something, but no, this is the final phase. There's a few of them on hunts. This is a weapon shop. This is an item duplication thing. Casino. The inn is here for these because they go out and try to find items. I won't be scumming this, but this is how you get some of the absolute best accessories in the game. But I figured if I was going to do something at all with the game while I wasn't able to stream, that would be the best thing to fiddle with. But yeah, there we go. That's all that really happened. No major grinding. Nina is under Imitai now, and we're good to progress. Something's wrong. Could it possibly be the magically enhanced crops? But, yeah. I think I have come to the conclusion that I will be attempting to do the rest of the series. Well, everything from 1 to 5 of Breath of Fire, just not necessarily right now. Oh, hey. It's poison gas. Gotta get the gas out of the greenhouses. But if we open the doors, the gas will get whoever opened them. I don't want to die of chrism poison. I mean, just stand away from the door, like use a 10-foot pole with a hook on it. It's fine. That shouldn't have counted, but okay. No, but thank you. Hello, Ski. Hope you're having fun with Witcher today. Soon? Thought you were playing it already. Ah. In case you're wondering, yes, you do actually need to measure these out because rocks have durability. There are only 2? Ukil? Now what? That color. It's fart gas. Something's wrong with the furnace. Ukil? I mean, it's not like it could be Pico's fault, though, because, I mean, let's be real here. Why would breaking glass elsewhere cause the furnace to have issues? I guess it was a bad idea trying to use Chrism to make better crops. I mean... it's rusty and loose. Oh, could probably shoot it off. Wow. Let's take a look inside. Hey, there's a ladder here. Let's go down and see what's down there. Yeah, why is there a ladder inside your furnace? Hey, why is there an entire laboratory inside your furnace? Would you look at this place? Hey, Ryu. What do you think this place is for? Is it part of the plant? Is it the secret research lab of the director? But then this machine. Very impressive. I wonder if the director built it all himself, or if there was another engineer. Engineer? Metal Gear? Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Come on, let's look around a little. So we're going to go back and restructure the party real quick. Not for any major reasons, just if I recall there's certain doors that require a specific party member here to access. But before we do that, I did look into how fusion worked. And you can't just use it willy-nilly, you do explicitly need a secondary party member, and then the secondary party member requires a specific third member for fusion to work properly. But I don't remember the secondary at the moment, but basically you pick fusion and it'll do the transformation itself. And then I think you can add an elemental property to it to boot, but it's usually one of these secondaries here that will change the fusion form into a super fusion form. That the one in question depends on the one you'd end up transforming into. And since it's Momo and Pico, this should be Momo's fusion form. Which is this giant quadrupedal armored knight. We'll see about facing the other way next time to see if we can get a better frontal view of it. But it even has its own special 0 AP spell, which is basically a war crime. it literally just drops a nuke on the enemy team. Which hit pretty hard. There is one hybrid form for every party member other than Gar. Gar does not get supported by the fusion system. And we're specifically going to want Ray. Because when you know it, that facility has a couple of locked doors. Normal locked doors, if I recall. Fortunately, now that Ray doesn't currently have a hate boner for somebody, he's not going to automatically wear Tigers, so it's actually pretty solid. He does have the highest speed growth of everybody in the game, so... Unfortunately, he's a little bit slow in terms of his pathfinding, so we might ditch him at some point before we even get to the dungeon. But yeah, welcome to the plant. The plant proper. Door is locked electronically. Ray can't open that door. Now, I do need to restructure my support skills, but we're going to make do with what Momo currently has. I will be doing my best to shuffle the team around a bit, just to show everyone off as we go. But there are some points where we're going to need specific people, so I'll just have to make do in the meantime. Yeah, this is the first dungeon you get to go through with your full party after the time skip. I would like to point out that the experience we're getting from these fights is still less than what you could get from Awakened Vulcan back in Mount Zublo. It's like those two can't decide who's faster. I thought Ryu had more speed. Yeah. Looks really complicated. Too complicated for Ryu to understand. Yeah, Ryu didn't pass his A+ certification exam for IT. Ah, I know what this is. This is a relic from the Techno Age. It's a personal computer. And this number is the same as was on the door, right? In other words, this is a key from the Techno Age. If we input the password here, the doors with the same number will open. Does anyone want to try and guess the password? Without the password, we'll never be able to get those doors open. But usually people use something like a friend's name or whatever for their password. Like Pellet or something. Maybe that's a little too obvious. I don't believe it. It opened. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Come on, let's go. I don't know the password yet. Should be able to find a hint somewhere. Yeah, so remember, don't use your name or your friends' names or stuff like that as your passwords. It's really terrible. And yeah, you can just rest in the dungeon, so it makes this place really convenient. And we will go ahead and save. But instead of going back to that number 1 door, we want to see what's over here. Oh, I did catch the last fish at the fishing spot near the guard post. It was in fact the Barandi that we needed for the Catsbalger. The Catsbalger is of course equipped to Ray now. Okay, well we'll be back here at the end, I guess. The Catsbalger is pretty chunky for this point of the game. The one weight, though, makes it a really nice piece. Unfortunately, Ryu could not equip it. I would have contemplated it if that were the case. Also, as you can see, we have a bug issue here. Ooh. Free scale now. Got it real quick and easy, too. So once again, that magma armor coming in real handy. Oh, wow. That must be from the speed difference, because I don't see why he'd be able to get those so easily, but I am not complaining. But here's a real question. Is that better armor? It won't be for Ryu, I know, but... Oh, okay, that's right. That's the old armor. Still worth selling, though. So if we're going to be dealing with stuff like that... Well, it doesn't like we can give anything to Ray unless we give him the Ring of Fire, but it's fine. Almost the squishier one anyway. Now, if I recall... Yeah, so the giant roach, if you have a fly man around, will start to use Douse. And Douse actually gives the character a weakness to fire. So once again, that's a case of the enemy AI having some nice little tidbits here and there. You can also learn Douse, which, depending on what you can set up, can really make some fights ridiculously easy. We'll try to learn it, if only to enable some shenanigans. Okay. Guess that's just an annoying status spammer or something. Or that was a lucky hit, maybe. I'm not sure if you'll need to activate both computers with the appropriate password, but as you can see, the dungeon itself isn't too terrible at the moment regardless. Glitch should take care of everything, but we'll have Lava Burst set up as a failsafe. And then she somehow outspeeds the Blitz. I need to figure out... Oh, hey. The room is flooded with prism radiation. Too much exposure is dangerous. Can't spend too much time in here. And yet we'll just keep coming back down here casually until we find what we want. It says experimental sample Repsol seed. Maybe it's a password. I find it funny though that they're like, oh, you can't be in here for too long because of radiation, and yet any more exposure would be dangerous. Oh, and everyone left the room. And you could, well, if you didn't have a fight, you can literally go right back in there. Don't actually do that if you're exposed to radiation. Okay. I kind of want to put Momo under Mary Leap for a bit, just to kick her agility up to a healthier value. But I have not decided yet. On the one hand, probably going to want to keep her apprenticed to Delonzo, and also with a Artemis cap if Ryu's not using it, so she doesn't miss literally everything, but... Okay. We put in the code at the main terminal, and then that should unlock that one. Let's see if we can get Douse this time. Good news is with Ray nudging it a little, it shouldn't hit as hard. Let's give him a couple of rounds and see if we can't pick up Douse. And also wait and see if the Flyman has anything of value as far as, Hey, got it. I want to say the Flyman can use Flame Strike, but I could be wrong. Okay, he may just spam Fire Breath. Oh! Gas overrides absorption even if it comes from an accessory. Alright. I can appreciate this here and now when it's not actually going to be relevant to my safety. So see, now that we can use Douse, unless it misses, we can do literally any dragon form on Ryu that has fire and gets Fire Claw, and he's just going to tear them apart. Which, not that we've had a shortage of output from Ryu, but it'll be a good way to make quick work of most targets this early. Might as well keep stealing those scale mills for some easy cash. Let's see. Password Repsol. It opened. I knew it. Repsol that was my father's name. I guess that means he had something to do with this place. Maybe he was working on some kind of experiment? I saw the machines here. I knew my father must have been involved somehow, but I never heard anything about this place. Could my father have done things here he was ashamed to tell me about? Well, it's underneath a plant, as in a literal vegetable plant. One can only imagine that he used genetically modified organisms in his produce. That was actually drastic amounts of overkill, but it's fine. I'm actually not too worried about most of the enemies here at this rate. I think the biggest threat would be the Fly Man, but between the Magma Armor and the Ring of Fire, that's just a two-way heal. These are the only unknown right now. Okay, I guess they are just status spammers. They must not have super high evasion because she hit even without the Artemis cap equipped. We will go down there and interact with that computer. I just went through this one first. Looks like this is going to be a recurring trend. Thanks for the heals, bro. I don't remember, did I get the scale now? I did not. Then I did. Honestly, I just wasn't paying attention. Prism chamber supplying units 1 to 5. Okay, I guess that was just for... Okay, yeah, the little thing over there is flashing. So we're gonna have a small surplus of Zenny after this, I feel. Speaking of which, I was actually broke last stream at the end. Let me give a bit of an explanation since we're just mopping up monsters at the moment. So one, like I said, I did all the little odd and end fighting to progress the fairy village. Even though none of that was a lot, pardon me, that was still enough to get a few thousand from the Ural region. After all, that was a few hours. I was watching YouTube videos though, so it's not like I was just fine line doing that. But that's where some of it came from. The second bit, the fairy village has an antique appraisal store option once you've developed enough jobs. Literally the only purpose of that job is anytime you get those items that say appears valuable, and we wasted some of those earlier in the game, admittedly, because I didn't remember that was a thing. But you take those items to the antique appraisal store, and you'll get 6, 8, 10,000. I believe the most expensive goes up to 30. We had an antique portrait that was worth 6, and something else that was at least worth 2, so we actually had a couple of okay items. There's a memo on the floor. It says, gave the sample life if used with Project AA. Maybe as a password? I don't know why anybody would use AA Auto Insurance as a password, but do you, I guess. Ooh. Alright, we will be using Blitz here. Which, of all the things to have a steady supply of, if you're not just getting an obscene amount of experience at the same time, Zenny's definitely one of them, just because it'll let you keep up on the gear side of things. And if I'm going to be showing off the full party over the duration of the game, it would actually be a good thing to have an excess of it. You don't want to see me just unequipping and re-equipping of the whole party every time I want to shift things around. Repair notes. Unit 3, out of order. Adjust pressure counter by +10. I'll try to remember that. There's one treasure here we want to make absolutely sure to get. Other than that, I don't know, there might be some other nice things, but we're being pretty thorough, so it should be fine. See, Bunyan does not impact speed negatively, but he does boost health, strength, and defense. So for Ray, who's kind of speedy glass cannon, that does help him a good bit. Pretty sure this isn't up to code. And by the way, that treasure I mentioned is right there. Here's the voice of the brood sealed in the chrism. And that's the forest gene. Which I need to pull up the menu in combat to see, but I believe that's the fun one. Seeing as how we're about to go and punch in another password, which means we're going to be right next to the beds, it's a good chance to test it out real quick. Sleep shells. Definitely not going to be as busted as the charm shells in Shin Megami Tensei's first game, but should be pretty helpful. And if y'all know what I mean by that, then you must have had a fun early game, am I right? That would be a shortcut back to the entrance, but now we've enabled it to be a shortcut deeper inside. Let's take a look. Yep. So, horse is really neat. We'll go ahead and pull it up just for funsies. I don't think I can do it with this team composition, just because Momo's here. But if it was Pico or Gar, I could actually show off the super version of Ray's form. But, put together Force and Fire. I would like to think that would heal the Flyman. It doesn't. Okay. So as you can see, this doesn't buff his health super high, in which again, this would have been... Okay, I can wait out Flame Strike. Which it would be better if we had him facing the screen. But we will be using this form during a few points in the game. We're not going to be using Defender much anymore. But as you can see, it comes with a few nice moves, namely Aura. Comes with Focus built in, and then of course your obligatory Elemental Claw attack. Might as well show off Aura though. Which it looks kind of goofy, but the attack power is obscene. If Shadow Walk is a guaranteed crit, Aura just doubles the raw power and gives it the holy property. I think Shadow Walk can't miss, but Aura can. But if you set some things up, Aura will just tear through something's health. Like, say, using Last Resort before popping it. Still want to go into that other number 2 door, though. Right, these had mandrakes, didn't they? I do like that they at least allow you to see through the area when it's a case of them being hidden at the beginning of the turn, but I do wish it would consistently do it throughout the fight because it's a little bit silly at times. Looks really complicated. Okay. This is why you want to make sure to open every door and every chest. It would be a good idea to give him some better armor, but I kind of want Ray to have a guaranteed EX turn right now. Ought to take resist from Nina and put it on him. He can just bait out the standard turns. Now we'll head back, punch in the next password, and use the beds to replenish our AP. And you know what? I'm gonna see if we can't get Flame Strike real quick. Thanks for the heals. He should be able to survive a normal hit. Okay. We'll give him 3 turns. Watch him not use it anymore. Okay, well, we'll try again later. Or I might come back here off stream and try to grab it. It's not super busted or anything, but having on-demand elemental strikes isn't terrible. I actually prefer those to having an elemental weapon. At least then you can opt out of the element. I feel a sneeze gradually trying to come along. Let's see. Enter password. AA Auto Insurance. There. Now there's only one left. I wonder, what does the AA project mean? Something to do with enhancing life? Like the enhanced crops? What does it have to do with mutants? What was my father trying to do? At any rate, we'd better find Director Pallet. He's the only one who can answer our questions. I just love how the other two, it doesn't matter who's here, Ryu's always going to be silent. But the third person is just as lost as Ryu is. Just like, why are you expecting us to know? But Momo just needs to talk to a wall to get her ideas out. Just sometimes it feels better to do that to a person instead of talking to the actual wall. This is another thing I do like about Breath of Fire 3. We've been here less than an hour, and we're very clearly making steady progress. There's little story beats and everything. If this was a... this isn't me, like, stepping on Final Fantasy or something. If this were a Final Fantasy dungeon, you might be here an hour or 2 hours before, actually getting through, depending on which game and how far. I'll try to... full normal attack, just to lower the flame breath damage. In which I like Trails as well. Trails dungeons get chunky. But Breath of Fire 3, at least, the dungeons feel fairly compact and let you get right into the meat of it. It's actually an RPG you could come in, sit down, play for an hour, and leave, and still feel like you've done something. I wish I could learn Fire Breath, put it on Pico. Alright. Yeah, I'll just try and get it off stream. I don't want to waste too much time with that. First, go to the level 2 area and tamper with the level 3 computer. Thanks, Momo. Kinda want to get that level up before I do anything. I actually don't remember what's in that room. Let's get another fight or two, because I kind of want to get that agility up. Of course she succeeded. Well, it might be 3 fights total now. Small reminder that Ryu is still the only person with Raised Dead. Okay, well now the game's just doing this on purpose, I think. Well, whatever, we'll go ahead and go in. Or nothing? Gotta love when the reprisal wraps things up. Yeah, no, was there no... point. Huh. Okay. Alright, on to the third, or rather, onto the proper level 3 door. Barrier. That is a magic defense up. Only 2 points of agility, unfortunately, but getting closer to that mark of 30. Yeah, so bare minimal, one more level, and then he should not only have Maryleap's third skill, but also just, it'll be time to put him onto somebody else. Now who, I have not decided. Somebody's going to give him some more attack or something of that nature, I'm sure, but... Nothing? Okay. Did I even tamper with these yet? 21, 39, 28, because that's the third one, which is off by 10. Prism gas is leaking out of the room. Could something be happening inside? Maybe. Oh my, it's mutating. Yeah, little slugger's becoming big slugger. Literally, huge slug. It may be naturally weak to fire, but let's go ahead and make good on what I mentioned before. Well, time to find out. Oh, he's the only one that can double at the moment. Yeah, pretty sure he's weak to fire natively. Holy shit. This might be over in 2 more turns. Jeez. Hey, vitamins, nice. See, I personally prefer Momo's skill set to Nina's in 3. Mostly because she offers buffs. Buffs? Universally good. Debuffs, on the other hand, which Nina has, are able to miss. Is this enough? Jeez. Yeah, if you can hit an elemental weakness with Warrior, especially with Ryu having like the Barbarossa factoring in on his attack in human form, you're going to make real quick work of enemies. Could it be this plant is being used to make mutants in some kind of experiment? Could Momo's father be involved somehow? Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode. I don't know, maybe that boss is 100% optional, but free experience. So I would never ignore it. It is essential to line up the counters in order from the one with the lowest pressure up. Look at the counters and arrange them in order from lowest to highest. Could this be a hint for the last password? 55 and 42, so that should be 3, 1, 2, 5, 4. Plus 10. Oh, okay, never mind. So that would be 1, 3. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4. Alright. Shops are going to have a field day with all the scale mills I'm bringing in. How do I get up there? Okay, that's behind the level 4 door. Alright. Give me 1 second, and we'll go ahead and see if we can't... Actually, you know what? Let's see how it factors in now. I don't believe it'll... Ooh, multi-button. I don't believe it'll... Oh! Am I wrong? Nice! So... if the tiger shape didn't give it away, this is... oh boy. Okay. This is, in fact, the Ray hybrid. I guess the information was wrong. The coloration should be because I put in Force. Literally comes with Shadow Walk, so you already know it's going to be fun. And its breath attack is Hurricane. Wow, Ray, can't believe you're backstabbing the party. Let's see how strong his normal is. 300. Not too much more than human form. I could be wrong, that might have been the normal one. I'll check the stuff later, but I believe adding Force to that does make it the stronger variant. Please enter the password, so that would be 1, 3, 2... okay, right there. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4. That's the last door. We should be able to find Pallet now. I have a lot of questions for him to answer. Let's get a move on. If we don't, the door will close again. None of them have closed so far, Momo. But yeah, hopefully y'all's days are going better than these Flymen's days are. Flymen can't get a break. Ow. Fighting giant roaches? Just bring your giant fly swallows. But we'll keep Ray on Bunyan. That'll let us finish up Bunyan 1. But the number of levels he'll get with Bunyan for the time being should be enough to help round out his survivability. You won't see much in the way of magical growth, but Ray is not a caster. I am digging how easy it is to get these scale mills, though. I wish everything was that easy to steal in this game. And those are just there for looks. What is this? Oh, ooh. Nina would like that very much. These are Speedy Boy, but I don't see anything like this being relevant for a while. We'll just go ahead and fill up his slots with some status resistance. Well, you can only get one. Three's probably going to kill the other. Yep. Not how I meant it, but you know what? Still correct. Soon, Mother, soon. I'll be able to revive you soon. This elixir I made using the mixture of Chrysamore and Yggdrasil sap. I'll be able to bring you back to life. I tried hundreds of experiments to perfect this process. After all, we can't have you come back as some nasty mutant now, can we? Hee. Don't worry, Mother. I'll make sure you don't look like some ugly onion or anything like that. What? Who are you? Momo? We finally found you, Mr. Director. So, you want to tell us what's going on here? What is this place? Why did you abandon the plant like that? What do you mean, Momo? I've been working on a new strain of enhanced crops. Liar. We heard you. Heard you talking about bringing your mother back from the dead. What? I'm just my mother. Your experiments, where you use the Chrism, they're responsible for the mutants, aren't they? Your experiments to bring your dead mother back to life. Shut up. What do you know? Why is it alright to use Chrism to create new life with the enhanced crops, but not to give new life to my mother? Besides, it was your father, Repsol, who put this machinery together in the first place. Your father. He was the one who went to Yggdrasil and got the sap, and put it in the machine, hoping to bring his dead wife back to life. What? It was a great discovery. We were able to use the essence of that good-for-nothing tree, Yggdrasil, with the Chrism to give life. And yet that fool Repsol, he said it was against the laws of nature, that it was wrong, and stopped the experiments. Why? What's wrong with it? Everyone who's lost a loved one wished they could come back. I won't quit now. I can't. Who cares what the tree says? Unnatural? What's unnatural about using the resources we've been given? You see this? This is what we extracted from Yggdrasil. The essence of consciousness itself. Tastes like grape. I'll now transform. I'll be able to protect my mother from anyone who'd harm us, like you. Now complete with hand-wrenching superpowers. And also, mushroom brains. Pretty sure this one is also weak to fire, so I'm not even going to bother with the whole dousing bit. I'm not sure if Might will actually apply after transformation. I was kind of hoping the transformation would happen first, but whatever. Also, looks like the entire party outspeeds him. That's a good sign. Oh hey, Lava Burst. Time to shrug off half of his attacks then. So if he's going to use Lava Burst, maybe this is a bad idea? It's fine. So, let's try to douse it then. Let's give a normal attack a test. Okay, so we're just going to stick to the normal attacks then. And if we get a lucky crit, well, hee. So let's go ahead and round out that speed so we all have extra turns. Thing is, he does actually have some powerful spells, but, well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Jeez. Okay, that's pretty okay. So yeah, the Warrior Gene, really nice. Really nice. So many times I've asked myself, what would it have been like if my father had lived? That's why... But I don't know. Somehow I feel relieved just hearing that he wasn't able to continue the experiments. You know, I bet Pallet's mother can't be happy being hooked up to machines like this. Right? Let's go. This is turned off, the supply of prism will stop, Pallet's mother will finally be able to rest in peace. I'm not even sure why this is an option. In case somebody's been influenced by like Fallout or something, there is no reward either way, and morally speaking, flipping the switch should honestly be the correct option. But yeah. Sheik may now rest in peace, and Pallet can be a piece of shit in the afterlife. Remember, he was the one who sold us out to Balio and Sunder as kids. Yeah, just like that, an entire dungeon started and concluded in about an hour. Selling these scale mills is going to be great. Okay, well, we got a free heal right before leaving, and guess we're gonna go back to Windia and get our new passport. We sell our metric ton of... Oh, nice. Your sleep actually went off. And sell our metric ton of scale mills. One more level though, and Ryu should be done with Merry Leap. Oh, well, Wrong ladder. Yay! Time to find a new job, I guess. Yep, I don't see this place operating for much longer. That's probably the end of the enhanced crops. Maybe this is a good time to leave. And they all lived happily ever after. Alright, it looks super goofy because she's moving by like one square and then stopping, but then moving again, so the walk animation was actually really bad there. Momo? Huh? What? Thank you for your help, Momo. Thanks to you, we were able to take care of the problem at the plant. Oh, that? Well, it looks like my father was involved with the plant, so I would have had to do something about it sooner or later. My father, he repaired that machine and was going to use it to try and bring back my dead mother. But he quit and started working on developing the enhanced crops. I wonder, why did your father quit his experiments? I think it's because he realized there's nothing more unnatural or wrong than trying to bring the dead back to life. He loved machines, and he may not have known a lot about anything else, but he wasn't stupid. Well, anyway, thank you. Now Ryu can receive the king's forgiveness and travel to the Eastern lands. I've been thinking, I'll probably go east with Ryu and the others. There's no point in staying at the plant, and I'd still like to see what kind of ship they have in Rapala. And just like that, Momo is permanently in the party. What a nerd. Well now, we made it to Windia. Ray, you come with me to the castle. Huh? What do you mean, princess? I think I told you before. Everyone thinks Ryu kidnapped me from the castle before. We'll get the king's permission. Just wait for us out here, okay, Ryu? Yeah, see, maybe there was a gap in translation. Alright then, princess. Shall we go? But that feels really disjointed, considering she's like, now Ryu can receive the king's forgiveness. And yet, how is he going to receive forgiveness if he ain't the one there, you know? $19 scale mail. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're good on Zenny for now. So, you remember those 4 kids that like to play hide and seek? They grew up, and now they look like punks. Wait a minute. You're going to challenge us to a game of hide and seek, don't you? Sure. That's what I thought. Okay, but we're not just kids anymore. We don't just hide here in Windia, but all over the world. For example, I'll hide somewhere northwest of here. There's lots of strong men. I'll hide someplace close. I'll go to that place that smells like oil. I wonder where I should go. I know. I'll hide at the place that connects this world, that world. Come and find me. So, what do you think? Don't worry, we'll make it worth the trouble to find us. You don't need any more hints, do you? Oh. Ready. How can you tell us you're ready if you're in other places, then? So, the 4 kids become 4 masters, but, gotta go through a few loops to, get that situated. I'll do the easy ones on stream, or rather the ones that don't take very long on stream. The others will be off stream just because, well, few loading screens and various other tidbits. This is the burial ground of the Windia royal family. You know, the cemetery. Something got a nut. How did I miss, but actually steal the item? That's amazing. Nuts. So why you got monsters in the burial ground that's literally directly connected to your city? Shucks, you found me. I guess I shouldn't have hidden so close. He's the easiest. Oh well. Actually. Typhoon. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and give her that basically 30% increase. Princess Nina, welcome home. I've heard that you've been to the plant. King is waiting for your report. This way. And what of the plant? Well... Do you believe that the enhanced crops are dangerous then? Perhaps we'll have to shut the plant down. Thank you, Nina. Excellent job. I didn't do it by myself. I was only able to complete my mission with the help of Ray. Rise, Master Ray. Thank you for your assistance. If what I heard is correct, you wish to travel to the Eastern Lands, yes? You'll have a passport prepared. In the meantime, please enjoy our hospitality. Master Ray, this way, please. I'll give you a tour of the castle. I'm pleased that you're taking on greater duties as you mature, but you should also remember to attend to your mother on occasion, yes? But we have a very specific thing we want to take care of. Your efforts are an inspiration to us all, Princess. Yeah. This is the basement of the castle. The kitchen is that way. And the dungeon's that way. Speaking of the dungeon, Bee was put in there once when he was little. Hey, what's this? Someone followed us. Honey? You follow us again. Honey followed me here once before. Tried running away from me, and we ended up falling off the balcony. Well, I guess even she's got things she's afraid of, right? Like balconies, maybe? Maybe. I'll grab her this time to make sure she doesn't go off somewhere again. But more importantly, let's see. We have a mayor who was smuggling, small-time con man, and the Mack brothers. Nobody special. Yeah, McNeil's nobody special. Hell yeah. I'm not really a bad guy, honest. I was tricked, duped, suckered. Make my living conning people and taking their money. This food stinks. But it's okay. I'll eat it anyway. I'll eat anything. Not really a bad guy, huh? Okay. Same dialogue. Currently questioning Mr. McNeil. Seeing the mayor all tied up like that kind of makes me feel sorry for him. No, don't feel sorry for him. According to our investigation, they're all dead. You should be happy we arrested you, Mr. McNeil. They were just using me. Balio, Sunder, Mikba, they were in charge. You just keep saying that, buddy. But yes, this is the earliest you could get that chest there. And reasonably so, considering it's a 0 weight, 15 defense headpiece. Just what do you think you're doing? Going through a lady's things like that? Especially right in front of her? Oh, excuse me. You have to remember, I spent most of my life as a thief. And it just gets blown over? Hell, you brought back with you. It's pretty good looking, Princess. You're literally talking to him. Passport will be ready soon. Dragon War 1. Their attempt to take over the world. Dragons started a tremendous war. Dragon War 2. The accursed dragons were then destroyed by the combined might of the world they had sought to dominate. Book of Flight. But as the ages passed, our powers weakened, and we eventually lost our ability to fly. Okay. But ours was not the only race to lose something. Many different peoples lost their special powers over time. Well, wait, where's Book of Flight 1? Blocked by this guy? 'Cause I felt like that was the Dragon War book. Okay, well. Wonder exactly how big the world is. Bigger than you think, smaller than you'd hope. Thank you for helping Princess Nina. Thank you so much. I hear you helped Princess Nina. Thank you for your trouble. Nina, you've come back. Yes, I'm home. I've heard about how well you've done. It pleases me greatly, but you belong to Windia, and you belong to me. Mother? I'm saying this for your own good. I won't tolerate any more foolish, rash behavior. Understand? And I'm saying this as a neutral observer. That's some toxic mentality. Maybe I should try to leave the castle. Maybe I should leave the castle and try finding a handsome man, like you did, Princess. I wonder if everything's ready. Here's your passport. Got a passport. My apologies for the delay, Master Ray. Now that that's been taken care of, please relax and enjoy yourself. Father, have you forgotten? Master Ray is on pressing business and has no time. It would be wrong of us to keep him from his business. I will escort Ray to the gate. Thank you, your tall, highness. I'll be taking my leave of you now. Very well then. Have a safe journey, Master Ray. What's the hurry? I never pass up a free meal. You better hurry, before everyone finds out about Ryu and the others. I don't think I can go with you this time, but please tell Ryu that I know he's not a bad dragon, okay? Oh, bad dragon has such negative connotations these days. Stop. Ray, or whoever you are, you're one of that villain Ryu's friends, are you not? What? Is this true? There can be no doubt. I saw him talking with the same people who were here all those years ago. Father, I can explain. I'm sorry I didn't tell you everything right away, but Ryu isn't a bad person. You are being tricked, lied to by these con men, these hoodlums. Ryu is not a hoodlum or a con man. He's a strong, noble man with a purpose. You know nothing. I don't know or care what they are. They are not people you should be calling friends. It's you who doesn't understand, Mother. About the Brood, about the criminals in Sin City, about the remnants of the Techno Age. Do you have any idea what's outside your castle, Mother? Hey, take it easy. All baby birds leave the nest someday. Am I wrong? How dare you? Look, just like you said, a crook, thief. But Ryu is different. Ryu is the kind of guy who can, no, will change the world. I'm not surprised that you're worried about him. What are you doing? Arrest him. Time to leave. Ray, follow Honey. I followed Honey before, and she led me out of the castle. Jumping off a balcony doesn't count as being led out of a castle, but sure. What's she gonna do? Jump off the balcony again? It was okay then, and we're underground now. Come on, let's go after her. What, Princess Nina? Running away from home again. Be careful, and make sure you eat right. Good cook. It's a dead end, isn't it? Looks that way, but something tells me we'll find a way out. Whoa. The heck is this? It's not anything dangerous. Don't be alarmed. Ray, hurry. Open this door. Wow. Binary. Navigator code accepted. Activating portal drive. She disappeared. Are we supposed to get away with this contraption? Nina, I think we can make it. Uh-oh. Mother, I'm sorry, but I have to. Don't talk to me like that, young lady. You are the princess and heir to the throne. Do you think you can just disobey your duty and your family like this? I love you, Mother. I understand how important I am, and that I'm a princess. But I'm not just a princess. I'm also Nina. And I have to do what I think is right. Aww. Yeah, those, odd little basement rooms you keep finding everywhere. Where are we? Hey, honey? the heck have you done? Let's get out of here. Take a look around. If I recall correctly, we're actually in Durandal's basement. Except, for whatever reason, that loafer is gone right now. We're all the way outside the castle. No time to waste then. We better catch up with Ryu and the others. But now, we can use this particular set of them and warp about. We'll fiddle about with that in a minute. Well, I guess that means we can't be counting on any help from the King of Windia anytime soon. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Shouldn't worry about it. More importantly, we should get to the bridge before the King's men do. Choose your party members. At this point, it actually doesn't matter who you bring along. There are no explicit requirements for the next few sets of events. Because I don't feel like whipping out a skill link, though, we're probably going to keep Ray in the party for now. I mean, you do have a point there. Welcome back, Judine. I hope you've been well. But we did not check on the ferries since the plant, so let's head in there real quick. Little shop might actually have some new items now. I mean, realistically speaking, what are they going to actually accomplish, though? But yeah, no, you're right. Also, for those who don't know, the exploration, whether or not a ferry survives, is determined on entry and checking the news post. Now, we have two that survived. They did distant exploration and have maxed out red bars. If I wanted to be super scummy, we could come here and say, just, if they don't have anything we want, ooh, I think that's worth something. Just reset and load, because the item they produce is not guaranteed until you speak to them. Yeah, that might be the second or third most valuable, actually. Other than that, though, we won't be doing the gambling. We will check on these shops, though. So, the shop is actually doing relatively what... That's way stronger than I thought it was. Jeez. Well, I wasn't planning on buying some armor from them, but... I mean, hell yeah. So there is definitely a point to taking care of your fairy city. The explorations and the gift shop, I believe. No, the gift shop's okay, but the exploration and the casino can have some of the best items in the game. Yeah, of course, people... there was another person here recently. They're like, we just kind of casually talked about the series, right? And just mentioned that, like, don't talk about Dragon Quarter in front of me. I'm like, okay, fine, fine. But yeah, I do think Dragon Quarter got a bad rap, even though it's actually a legitimately you got to go at it with a different mentality. I think it's perfectly fine as a game. You just need to go in there with an open mind and realize. See, that's kind of like me with, and hear me out. That's like me with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 was an amazing game, and even kind of set up the third-person shooter genre. Didn't like it as a Resident Evil game because it kind of put the nail in the coffin for that style. But yeah, I see where you're going. Well, we're not copying anything. I don't remember which room is which. But yeah, Dragon Quarter, you gotta go at it with a different mentality, but if you're expecting the same experience as the other Breath of Fire games, you will be disappointed. So case in point, we put somebody in here and... Oh, okay, it's not what I thought it was. But yeah, that item they just gave us, that's 8,000 easy. And the beads are 3,000 easy. So we almost just covered the armor we bought. I wouldn't know. I did not touch the 13 trilogy. I heard nothing but bad things about the first one, and then I think people kind of warmed up to 3. I'm not sure where 2 factored in. But, you know, maybe one day. But if that's the case, I'll have to keep that in mind and treat it as its own thing rather than a Final Fantasy entry. Of course, what is a Final Fantasy game these days? Like, I mean, 16 looks nice and all, but I don't think anybody's going to look at it and be like, yeah, this is a classic Final Fantasy game. So if we go back into Durandal's basement, and warp right back to the castle. We can actually fiddle with the command prompt. So Duana leads to Imitai's basement. This is the basement of the place right outside of, right past Mount Levet. That's obviously Durandal's basement. And this is no good. Oh, so it's not even technically a 13 entry per se. It's just kind of there. Why, Princess Nina running... Oh, I gotta wait for this one, I guess. So this guy is eventually a master, but I guess he's not fully available yet. Probably needs 1 or 2 more flags. But the good news is, now that we can just warp to Imitai's basement, we can completely skip Mount Levet. Oh no, that's fair. So it's basically an alternate universe sort of deal. Same cast, but the contents are remixed, for lack of a better phrase. But actually, it should just be pointed right outside still. Nope, okay. So anytime we want to go back to Emitai, this is just the objectively better option. I hate Mount Levet. I mean, depending on the game, But I guess if you're mentioning like that, it's a more intricate part of the plot than just a offhanded thought. Also, the second of the 4 hide-and-seek siblings is, I believe, right against the wall. Wow, I mean, it's fiction, so it's good, but yeah, jeez. Excuse me, passport, please. Here you go. I'm not a criminal. Everything looks okay. You're free to go. There we go. Whoops. I didn't think you'd find me. Pretty good at this, aren't you? I'm going home to Windia. Come back and see us sometime. We'll probably find the third one really quick. Oh, I mean, if it's coincidentally the last member of a race that's already hostile, though, that's, you know, it just, sometimes it has to be this way, you know? So, let's take that boat. I mean, certainly they had to have fixed the boat by now, right? It'd be good if Shadis's kids turned out big and strong like me, but they'll probably take after Bade. This way, this way. It's Ryu, isn't it? Wait, what? Is it like that one, I forget the actor, it's like that one movie where the 108 different universe versions of yourself, they die off and you get stronger? Only this time it's a race? Alright, well, I mean, if it at least makes sense in the setting, I'm sure it's fine, though. I'm sorry, I haven't done any guild work since I had the baby. If it's guild business, you'll have to talk to Bade. Hey, she's walking. Oh, hey, Berserker. Yeah, honestly, the first bits after the time skip aren't really that slow. So long as you can take care of most of the threats pretty well. We got the warrior gene in the plant, and turns out the slug was naturally weak to fire. Fireclaw did 4 digits just out the gate. And the other boss, well, he kind of didn't last long enough to for me to explain anything for the fight. He didn't even use Ragnarok, so, you know, good time. Majora's Mask. I love how that game was treated like a black sheep, right? Like, back when it was new. And nowadays, everybody's like, no, Ocarina of Time's the bad one. Majora's Mask is where it's at. It's like, okay, why did you all, like, turn tail? So, I grew up with A Link to the Past, but I came back to that one recently, and it felt so slow. Wind Waker has actually grown to a really soft spot for me, so it's hard to tell what's my favorite, but Majora's Mask is easily right up there. See, I tried to farm Wind Strike, but never did manage to get it. Also need to go back and get Flame Strike. But hey, you got Wind Strike, so you'll at least not have to try farming it off the Lizard Men. And welcome back, Ski. And I know you're shitposting, Ski. You don't care. We've been over your Zelda experience. Let's see. Yeah, hey Berserker, hope you're doing well. Sorry, we're looking into it right now. The better not have got sunk with all my merchandise on it. Fade. But yeah, you can kind of infer that the boat isn't where it should be. Yeah, and we need to fix that ski. Like, I know it's kind of I know it's kind of a haha funny thing, but Zelda is kind of a classic series for a reason. Best song in the game. Hi there. Hope you're doing well. Uh, Rapella's got a good theme. Yeah, I'll defend that. Hi there. If you're looking for Bade, he's at the shipyard. Huh. Alright, maybe I can just go straight to Junktown then. I may not have to actually do a flag. But yeah, it's been a few years since the eruption, so the pathway should just be open now. But no, Smash Brothers does not count. Another Steam sale? But no, Smash Brothers does not count. You know better. Come on. Oh wow. What was it? 75% off? Or is it a 50? I'll give it a look when I'm done streaming, so another hour and change or so. Ooh, 80. Oh wait, is this the old one or the new one? Okay, so it's the new one. Alright. If it was the old one, I would be willing to grab it for super cheap. Just to finally give it another fair shake. Maybe do it... Wait. Is the first one that expensive? Jeez. Did it get a remaster? Yeah, did it get a remaster? Is that why it's so expensive? We will pick up Honduras soon. Okay, it is remastered. I guess they're giving it the new game treatment. Now watch it not be remake tier, just literally be an HD paint job. Welcome home, Guardian Gar. Gar, you're still with us. Fear not, Guardian. Evil is no more. It's time for you to rest now. Okay, I guess we can just walk right up to the tower this time. I mean, the best thing to do with the game is to give it a fair shake. I probably should try to give it another attempt, but yeah, if you're interested in it, I mean, 80% off, why not, right? But yeah, Angel Tower. Sorry, but we cannot allow outsiders into our holy site. Please understand. Don't try it again? You're going to the tower, Guardian Gar. Yes. Time has come to return to God what God has given me. Dust to dust. Guardian, do you mean... We thank you. Thank you for your protection all these many years. Rest well, Guardian Gar. Go with God. Dethrone God? After the war, after defeating the Brood, their mission complete, Guardians delayed their sentences. Offered up to God their victory here. And God appeared before the prostrate Guardians. Guardians did have a slow camera, but I mean, it is what it is. to reward each and every one of them for their sacrifices and victory over evil. When our mission has been completed, we are allowed to meet our God. Jeez. Yeah, as I can't even comment on the first one, I can't comment on the second one. Some people have said it's better, but I don't know if it's 80 Canadian dollars better. After meeting with God, most guardians return their power to God and fall into a deep sleep, the sleep of stone. Deprived of the power granted to him by God, a guardian's body turns to stone. An army battle sim, that gives me very bad Romancing Saga 3 flashbacks. Before I enter the sleep of stone, I swear, Ryu, that I will take you to meet God. And together, we will learn the truth about God's intentions. Guardian, God will not come here. God will not come. Who are you? If you want to meet God, you must release me. Peace? Yeah, so as a kid, I always pronounced Deus, but the pronunciation is apparently Dees. Jokes aside, I'm sure there's a Dees joke in there somewhere. Uh, yeah, basically. Uh, Dees is a pretty good character. And also a staple of the series. The key. You must seek Guardian Geist. Nah, they wouldn't have included the. Well, I say that. There's no. You know what? I'm kind of curious. I wonder if the Japanese version of the game included them, because they included nipples even in the RPGs on the SNES. They actually had to give a sprite swap for the North American releases for, well, obvious censorship. Dees, wait. Geist is not here. Are you okay? What happened with God? God is... No, before that. Before we meet with God, we have to find someone. His name is Geist. Geist. Like me, he is a guardian. Another guardian? What for? I don't know exactly what we should do, but we should be able to find out something about Geist if we ask at the Urkin Tapa. Y'all made a big mistake. Oh, did Ray somehow end up in my point position? That's no good. What happened? Guardian, I thought you were going to enter the stone sleep. I know, right? It's like, farewell, may you rest in peace. Wait, what? I see. Well, come back whenever you're ready, then, I guess. Which, even Sudama's like, dude, you were supposed to be gone like 5 years ago. Why are you still here? Your job's done. Go. Don't expect us to say new, nice goodbyes. You know, that's fair. Gar. What is it? Your mission is over. Venerable Patriarch, God did not appear in the tower. That's because you still have doubt in your heart. You must free yourself from your doubts, unless you wish to become like Geist. Oh, Venerable One, do you know where Geist is? Please tell me, O Patriarch. I must meet with Geist before I can be free of my doubts. Beyond the cave by the sea to the west, I've heard there lives a guardian who has given up fighting. Gar, do not allow yourself to become like Geist. Keep your faith. Do not doubt the wisdom of God. Yeah, that little cavern that mentioned the tide and all, that's actually passable right now. And to be fair, though, God has every reason to doubt. The dude was faithful for 500 years and gets his ass kicked by an evil dragon and gets spared. He has every reason to kind of actually start getting that hamster wheel in his scaly brain whirling. Let's rest and save. Yeah, but you gotta remember, religious zealotry? I don't think zealousy is a word. Zealotry, I think, is. Religious zealotry goes a long way to numbing out some sensibilities. Same race as Gar? I think there's more like them. Let's see, follow the coast from the Urkentapa to the west. I think it must have been Geist, who realized that maybe the dragons weren't evil. Geist was a great guardian. In other words, he was very good at killing dragons. Yeah, Nina grows up, but Momo just, I guess Momo was already an adult. It was kind of hard to tell. I figured she was just like a upper teen, but who knows. In other words, he was very good at killing dragons. Oh, okay. So it is actually just 5 years. All right. I was throwing 5 out as a like a joke, but if it actually was 5, that does explain a bit. Keeping that third slot for other reasons later. If I actually do a review of the game, I will want to have access to. They just say it's been years, but 5 to 10 seems like a relatively safe guess. Maybe somebody gives an exact number, but I don't know who. Third party member does not even matter here. Ryu is probably going to have EX turns on everything. Also, the slashers, I believe, do have Swallow Eyes, so they are worth trying to either steal or charm from. Either way. You can learn Mind Flay, but we'll try that eventually. Okay, they drop it. little impressed it outspeeds Ray, though. Unless that was a fluke? If you wait and time it right, you can get in and out before the tide. Okay, I just talked to you, dude. So this dungeon is unique in that the tide will actually pass over time. It's not really that difficult of a dungeon to get through, but if you want to grab all of the loot, you might be here a little bit. And there's fair enough reason to grab everything, because there's a fair spread. Despite the fact that I don't really plan to use Gar much this run, this was the OG team for me. Ryu, Ray, and Gar, it got the job done. But there's a lot of utility you miss out on by not bringing in Momo, Nina, or even Pico at times. I could be wrong, and I think I am. I think this is the last dungeon that plays this theme. Fishhead, don't mind if I do. The Fishhead, which I think we might have had one so far, is a stat boosting item for intelligence. Oh, I'm gonna need to examine this one. Plan to use the skill, but okay, well he's not going to use it. Bomb seeds will actually self-destruct. They're effectively this game's version of Final Fantasy's bombs. I think they're the only enemy that would just outright self-destruct, but I could be wrong on that too. Yeah, hope all of you are doing well today. We had quite a storm last night. I was going to stream this then, but that kind of didn't pan out super well. Oh, Ryu must have only just barely, not yeah. When I reshuffle things, I'll probably put Charm onto Ray if I keep using him. I'll want it on somebody who's faster, presumably faster than Ryu, since our boy's going to be mass murdering. Yeah, but the tides changed the sea level. Remember, kids, steroids are bad. Unless you are prescribed them by a doctor. If I recall, there's another dragon gene in here somewhere. Coincidentally, some of these are probably weak to lightning, which is why Ryu is just tearing them a new one. Do I still have the Midas Stone equipped? I do. Yeah, see, there's an entire set of caverns down there. Go ahead and take a peek and see if the tide changes anything over here, but I don't think it does. Oh wait, did it not defend? Huh. Took that path already. I still stand by my original statement that the Barbarossa is super great. Let's see. I didn't take this one. Fortunately, we haven't screwed up and lost any of those yet, but generally speaking, one coin will carry you through the whole game. I want to say the frog has something worth stealing. Well, so much for trying to steal. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess confusion isn't so bad if the person confused literally can't hurt the other party members. Alright, let's get back to that ladder we couldn't take. It should be a level up. Yep. And that is a juicy agility level. So at this point, Marileap should be done. We'll check on them after this. I don't know where I'm going to put Ryu after this. We might loop back to Bunyan or something until we get a more solid option for his specific stats. Oh yeah, he just straight up outspeeds Ray now. But at this point, the moment we downsize the sword to something lighter, he's just going to get that much faster. So Ryu's good on speed. Oh, that could be problematic. Stop using hypnosis. Oh, okay, it's fine now. And Ray leveled up. And he might be back on top now. I think the baby frog came from, well, frog. Thunder Ring. I don't actually remember what the next major threat that uses lightning is, but it's about as useful as it sounds. Then we'll come down here. There's another raft. I don't think you can get flooded out if you're on the lower levels. I think you're actually completely safe. But, I mean, I've been wrong about a couple of things in my memory. So we'll see. If this looks like the correct path, we'll come back and take the raft, but... I'm just blitz at this point. Easily one of the best abilities in the game. At the very least, the next time we get to a new shop with better gear, we will definitely be well supplied. Found Hawk's Ring. Accuracy. Oh, chance of surprise attacks. So there, fights are going to be even less of a threat now. And unfortunately, that is how the random encounters go after a point. You might find some stuff later in the game that's particularly dangerous, but once you can consistently outspeed the enemy and have somebody like Ryu with Blitz, you kind of just do that. I did take this one, right? There was nothing in here. Yeah. I love that he's just casually dishing out 5,000 on these things that are weak to lightning. Actually a little bit disgusting in that haha funny way. This might be the way out. This is the way out. Okay, so we're going to go back and take that raft. And we might have to come back, redo the top level raft, and ensure that it's over on this side, because that might be why that one is missing. Or does it just... Oh, well, never mind, excuse me. Think we're done, then? Could have swore there was a dragon gene here somewhere. The bomb seed is angered, but his anger was short-lived. Oh, silly me. Yeah, so the gene's literally right outside. Ryu hears the voice of the brood, sealed in the chrism. Found the gross gene. I believe that's one of the ones you need for a super version of a fusion. What do we got here? One question mark and a Manilo, so we're going to go ahead and check it out real quick.
Get ready.
We shouldn't be too far off from getting another new rod. One that'll hopefully go far enough for us to grab things out that far. Well, we'll get Manila real quick, just to see what he's offering and what he wants. And then we'll come back, or I will off stream, once we have a better rod. I wish the other fish were this easy to bait. Okay, so you can actually get some more Artemis caps. You know what? That's tempting. Another tempting option would be the speed boots, which literally just give you extra speed. If you don't need a specific accessory for status or element protection, very solid option. And then random encounter up and random encounter down. So not bad options. Might farm for some speed boots, just have like a set of 3. And might grab 1 or 2 hawk rings, but I mean not hawk rings, Artemis caps. But that'll be stuff for off stream, because that'll be a lot of fishing if I do. Welcome to Cliff. Are you fellas on the lam too? She don't look like it. This is Cliff, the place for the homeless and jobless and other dropouts. This is where all them folks that don't fit in somewhere else comes to be. Like me, hee hee hee. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Got into trouble back home and took off for here. Nobody come after me here, I figured. So, the bug, at the very least, and probably this guy, they're actually 2 of the 3 members of a specific team back in the Contest of Champions. The third dude is actually in Sin City as a vendor. Well, vendor, quote-unquote, but he doesn't actually sell to you. What do you want, eh? Looking for someone? Geist? At the end of the village. Rest here? Sure. I would have just used the camp, but I neglected to do so, and this is honestly quicker, so whatever. And yes, we will save. What do you want? I think he no, he just sells normal stuff. I want to say there's a gear shop here somewhere, which is kind of funny, considering they're like, we're jobless and we don't do anything and all that. Yeah, all the way in the back. Who's there? Guardian Geist. Gar. Progeny of the Brood. Is that him? At God's command, we killed the Brood. I want to know if that was a mistake. And he's the key to that mystery. Are you still talking that nonsense? If you doubt the word of God, you should just run away. Run away like I did. What are you thinking anyway, bringing him here like this? You want to help him avenge the Brood? He's only one little boy. What do you think he can do all alone? I just want to know the truth. Why did the Brood have to die? You haven't changed, have you? Asking those stupid questions. Anyway, so... what does the High and Mighty Gar want with me, eh? We need you to free Dees so we can meet with God. We need Dees's help. Dees, eh? I suppose I'm the right one to talk to about that. Alright, I'll help you. But before I do, I want to have a little chat with our dragon friend here. Alone. I'm sure you've heard from Gar about how we Guardians fought the Brood. We killed countless Brood. Something I feel really bad about now, but it's all over and done with. Unless you want to dig up all those skeletons of the past. That's what I thought. That's the way the Brood always were. Even though they had such power, they didn't fight back. The world thinks that it was the Brood who started the war, but they didn't. We hunted them down and killed them. Eventually, I couldn't take it any longer, so I ran away. Gar kept his faith in God, fought to the end, but I bet somewhere deep in his heart, he had his doubts. So you see, it's not that I don't understand what he's feeling, but I was never as serious as he is. I don't care about God or the truth. It's too much trouble for me to bother with, you know? That's why I want you to think this over. Talk about it with Gar outside there. And if you're really serious, if you really want to do this, come back here alone. Alright? Alright. Now get on out of here. Take as much time as you need. I'll be here. Remember, if you've made up your mind, I'm here alone. Okay? What happened? I said that, huh? I think maybe he wants to test you, Ryu. As long as I've known him, Geist doesn't do anything until he's convinced himself it's what has to be done. He probably wants to know how serious you are about this whole business. Just how far you mean to take it. What do you think, Ryu? Strength, the blood in your veins, your desire to know the truth. Truth about God. Is it enough to convince Geist? They must know the truth. Then you have nothing to worry about. Once you prepared yourself, you should go meet Geist. Well then, have you made up your mind? The truth. Heh. I thought you'd say that. Had you figured as a serious type. Well then, shall we begin? Go over there. Then between the two braziers. That's fine. Alright now. This may seem old-fashioned to you, but it's the only thing I know how to do, okay? I need you to fight me, little dragon. So Geist is well, obviously a solo boss fight. But for better or worse, we've been very thorough on picking up things, so yeah, this is going to go real smooth. One thing to note is how Geist, excuse me, is how Geist looks like this. I'll make mention of it again in the future, but when we go through other entries, you'll notice some similarities. Oh yeah, no, I even have an EX turn. Jeez. We'll Frost Breath and get rid of the torches. Oh, are they still up? Huh. Alright, we're just gonna Frost Claw. This is probably gonna be 4 digits again. Oh, no. Okay. The Risky Risky Blow is an all-or-nothing attack. If it hits, it crits. If it doesn't hit, well, you're good. Not going to be an issue for us, per se, but that's a good way to accidentally get killed if you're low on health and have no defense. Okay. Unfortunately, because this is scaled for just you, Geist doesn't have much in the way of health. I want to see if this does more than Frost Claw, but this should do it. Oh, no. And no, it didn't. Okay. Well, he'll be... That wasn't much at all, actually. Well, he'll be done by the end of this turn, no doubt. Case in point. Oh. So, this is a dragon's true strength. Let's see, the seal that keeps Dees trapped couldn't be released as long as I was alive. So this was the only way. Don't feel bad. I died the day I became a guardian. Besides, during the war, I killed so many dragons, it seems only fair that I in turn have my life taken by the brood. Oh, I wonder, is this power what God feared? Geist? Or is the real power of the brood the ability to make allies out of enemies? It's too bad it has to be this way. I would have liked to go with you. Gar, it's up to you now. Geist understood. With this, Dees should be free. Let's go. Let's go to meet God. So, ordinarily, a person might just walk out, but particularly experienced gamers are going to come and examine the ashes because it's there, and this is by far probably, if it's not the strongest weapon for Gar, it's the second strongest, and it will be the strongest until basically the end game. If you're already putting him down as super slow, you're not going to lose out on speed. The drain life comment, it takes either a fifth, rather not a fifth, a 20th or a 10th of his health every turn. So as long as you can offset that or end the turn, rather end the battle before the end of the turn, doesn't matter. But it makes those big old spear blows really have some weight to them. And like I said, we'll come back to the fishing off stream. I think they ruined my formation again. Now, Gar is pretty well off as far as his stats are concerned. His defense is excellent because he's been under fall. His power is obviously trumping everybody else's. I might have him enlist over under some of the less desirable masters in coming bits. Because again, unfortunately, he doesn't bring much to the table. He's a slow bruiser type. He has terrible intelligence growth. He doesn't have too many spells of note. And while he does have some unique niches he touches naturally, in all honesty, Pico does about the same as he does, but a little bit better. And as far as everything else, well, let's be real, Ryu's going to be the breadwinner as far as damage dealing. Oh boy. It's fine though, no nipples are shown, so this is completely within TOS. Peace. Guardian, come closer. You big oaf, you boneheaded Guardian. What did you think you were doing? Entombing me in this temple for 500 years. I've half a mind to blast you into orbit. Meanwhile, Ryu is still an innocent child at heart. So, I guess the fact that you've released me shows that you're finally willing to listen to what I have to say. It's too late, idiot. Well, maybe not completely hopeless. What have you done? What do you think you're doing, you buffoon, idiot? But our God has told us that they are wicked and evil. And you never thought she might be wrong, you imbecile? I'll take you to meet your full God. Dis, show more respect for our God, or else. If each and every last member of the brood had indeed been killed, all would have been lost. There's still one of the brood left. And what of God? First things first, Guardian. Spirits of the dead dragons are too strong here. We need to go someplace else. There should be a cave at the base of the volcano to the west of here. I'll meet you there. Volcano to the west. Got it, my little dragon. Volcano to the west. She must mean Mount Zublo. Don't this just be it all? So, Ryu is still a very good boy. He couldn't look her straight because, well, he's too innocent for that. It's not as big of a deal now, but we're still going to use Charm on the Lizard Man, see if we don't get lucky with a Flame Shield drop. And we'll even take a turn or two and see if he uses Wind Strike, just in case. Okay, yeah, the Beast Spear only takes a 20th of your health, so not really that big of a deal. Give him one more chance. And he blew it. But yeah, I guess we'll put Gar under Hondura. He at least offers one or two good things that you might want to pass down to other people. And then after that, we'll see. Hey, guess what? We outspeed you now. Bye. I don't think it's coming through. I didn't check the sound gate just then, but if our local gas junkies are coming through, I do apologize. But before we go to Mount Zublo, because I don't want to forget to include it, I don't remember exactly. There we go. The third of the 4 hide-and-seekers are right here. Whoops. You found me. Boy, you scared me. I'll see you back in Windia. The 4th one is actually in the Dawn Mines. I don't remember where offhand, but I do remember that I need to go back there with Momo anyway and see about blasting a wall or two. So that will be something I'll do off-stream. What I will do, however, is include me going back to Windia after finding all 4 of them, because that will be relevant. And now that we've manually walked through, we can... Oh. Never mind. So yeah, that little tunnel that nobody could figure out what the deal was, that's what Dees meant. I think this is the place Dees meant. Yes, Gar already said that. Peace! There you are, my little dragon. And now Dees is in her traditional outfit. Don't be frightened. This is what I really look like. Were you expecting me to show up naked again? That form. the one I was imprisoned in. I'm not able to fully utilize my powers, see? So, we will be visiting again later for a very specific reason, namely, she's one of the best masters in the game for magic. Now, I don't know this for sure, because I've never done this, but apparently, if you say that's too bad, you don't get to take her as a master. But if you say, I like you this way, well, everything's good. All is right in the world. Well, thanks. You certainly know what to say to a lady, don't you? So, now that you're all here, is this where we'll meet God? No, silly. I'm going to tell you how to get there from here. Before I was in prison, I would have been able to take you there myself. But I don't have enough strength left to do it now. Alright, my little Ryu. I'm going to open your eye, so you'll be able to see the way yourself. It might hurt a little, but you'll just have to grin and bear it. And that's how Ryu died. My Ryu. That, Ryu, is called Prana, the Eye of God. If you follow that light, you'll find the God who used the Guardians to destroy your people. North? Far, far away to the north, across the sea. How you get there is up to you. I can't do it for you. This is all I can do now. It's up to you now, Ryu. Good luck. Gar, I want you to look out for him. Make sure nothing happens to him. Understand? Swear by the lives of all the brood that I stole. He will not come to harm while I draw breath. Must be getting old if something like this knocks the wind out of me. You must be feeling your age as well, sister. Ryu, Gar. First Ryu, then you, Gar, just disappeared like that. I was so frightened that I got transformed into Nina. What happened? Did you see Dees? Did you meet God? God is very far away, across the sea. Looks like we'll be needing a boat. And now we go to Rapala and try to get a boat. That totally hasn't encountered new issues. Guildmaster's taking care of that right now. Okay, did he already go to Muscle Beach? Well, we're going to wrap up before too much longer. But I do want to at least get access to one more thing. Fade? Okay, he already went to Junktown. Well, never mind. We're going straight to Junktown then. But yeah, there's some funny stuff coming up. That said, while we're not wrapping up just this minute, we will be wrapping up shortly, so if y'all have had fun and you haven't followed yet, hit me up with a follow, and you'll know whenever I go live again. If I stream again later today, it's probably going to be Underrail again, but after that would be another session of Breath of Fire 3. We're going to head to Junktown, and I want to specifically go towards a certain shack afterward. And I'll get Hondra Bergar off stream. And for that matter, go and finish up Marileap as well. My name is Bade, Apollo Guildmaster. I've come to get our boat back. What? Yes, of course. Good to see you again. The dock's to the west. Go on in. And thanks to being close enough to them as they pass through, we're treated as members of the guild now. What's this one got? The best fish in the world are said to be here in this bed. 1, 2 unknowns. And what about this one? Pool formed by the outer and middle sea. Two unknowns and literally half of the fishing cast. Working on some new fishing gear, but can't seem to get it quite right. I am correct. I thought there was a Gene here. I might be conflating this with the other seaside shack. Oh, well, I'll take the swallow eye. Oh, I was right. Hello, hope you're doing well. For you, here's the voice of the brood sealed in the chrism. And that puts us at 13? We only have 5 more we need. How you doing, Renew? Yeah, let's see. Last time, we were still early, actually. I did a few other things with other games, but yeah, it's a pretty straightforward shot for me at this point. We turned Ryu into a speedy powerhouse, got the whole team back, and we're just short of boat fun. But yeah, good to hear that you're well. But Beta's in... You literally just saw him, though. Sounds like the ship breaks down a lot. Actually, kind of. Uptown, I can hardly wait. That's where almost all the machines in the world come from. Lately, I can't relax unless I see Pico sleeping. I think Pico's growing on you. I thought surely we would be able to get a ship in Rapala. So, unfortunately, I am actually wrapping up for the time being. When we pick... So off stream, I will finish up the 4 hide-and-seek people. I'll get Gar under Hondura, finish up Marileap and such. But when we pick up next time, we will look into the ship and pick up the story that way. I may get a set of speed boots as well if I can do that much off stream. Um, what's next? We'll get a decent chunk in the next session, but we might end up stuck midway through a place if my general estimation of time is about right. If I stream later today, it will be Underrail. I need to get another one of those out so that I can set up my YouTube stuff. And on that note, if you're curious to see how things have went in previous sessions, feel free to check out the YouTube. Every part of this thus far is either up, will be up, or in this one's case, will be exported shortly. Same for my other things. But thank you all for coming. I hope you had fun. Um, let me do a quick search real quick. I still don't have any classic RPG people online right now. So let me see if there's something for Breath of Fire, just so y'all can get your fix. No, it is just me right now, unfortunately. Um, I would raid somebody, but nobody currently streaming on my list does something similar to this. So unless y'all want to see the Resident Evil 4 remake as done by a VTuber or Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, I will just wrap things up here. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. If you want, come by later when I'm doing Underrail. We'll be hanging out then and doing some subterranean war crimes. But for everything else, expect this probably tomorrow at some point. But overall, we're making good pace on this. I'd say we'll probably wrap Breath of Fire 3 up next week, give or take. But y'all have a great day. See you later, if if you want. If not, y'all take care. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, y'all. Thanks again.